Hello Budo Cartoon followers! Today, we are here with a very special video where we will explore the adventures of our unforgettable childhood hero, Kim Possible, from start to finish. Premiering on Disney Channel in the early 2000s and quickly capturing all our hearts, this series tells the thrilling stories of an ordinary high school student who saves the world. Kim Possible has become more than just an animated series. It has turned into an icon symbolizing the confidence and determination of a young girl. The characters in the Kim Possible universe play a major role in the series' success. With their unique personalities, skills, and backstories, they transform Kim Possible from a mere action-packed series into a production that offers deep character development. Now, let's delve into these iconic characters. Kim Possible is known for her bravery, intelligence, and athletic abilities as a young super agent who saves the world. Beside her is her loyal friend, Ron Stoppable. Although Ron is known for his clumsiness and bad luck, he is a reliable companion who always stands by Kim's side. Along with them is the small but brave Rufus. Ron's adorable naked mole rat, Rufus, accomplishes great things during critical moments and is an indispensable part of the team. Providing technological support to Kim and Ron is Wade, a genius who is only 10 years old. With his computer skills and inventions, he makes every mission easier for the team. On the opposing side stands Kim's greatest enemy, Dr. Draken. Draken is an evil genius who constantly seeks world domination, though his plans usually end in failure. Accompanying him is Shago, a strong and sarcastic fighter. Shago, who can attack with green plasma energy, is one of Kim's biggest rivals. In the first episode of the series titled Crush, Ron starts his day by searching for his lost pet Rufus in his locker. After finding Rufus, he notices Kim staring absent-mindedly at Josh Mankey from across the hallway. Kim wants to ask Josh to the dance but struggles to do so. To downplay the situation, Ron claims he will find a partner for himself as well. Meanwhile, Wade informs Kim about an incident involving Dr. Draken in Tokyo. Kim and Ron, along with Bertina, fly to Tokyo. At Nakasumi-san's factory, they encounter Draken, who manages to steal the production line and escape. The next morning, Kim seeks advice from her family on how to approach Josh. Throughout the day, both Kim and Ron try to find dance partners but fail.
Hi, I'm Ron Ow!
Kim and Ron then head to a snow-covered mountain region to locate Draken's new base. However, they get captured and learn about Draken's plan to unleash a robot warrior.
My teenaged foe and the buffoon.
Well, this buffoon knows your secret plan. You want to steal Christmas!
Not even close.
So this is a take over the world thing. Ron?
Watch as this state-of-the-art assembly line becomes the ultimate robot warrior!
Konnichiwa.
That would be so cool if it wasn't gonna hurt us.
While Draken attempts to create chaos using the robot, Kim and Ron try to stop him. With Wade's help, they take control of the robot, but Shago regains control. As Kim and Shago battle inside the robot, Kim eventually disables it. Upon their return, Kim finally asks Josh to the dance, and he accepts. The episode ends with Ron needing to arrange a ride to the dance, but Kim locks him in the closet and goes to dance with Josh. In the episode Sink or Swim, the Middleton Cheer Squad is being taken to a cheerleading competition by Mr. Barkin, but Ron's Mad Dog antics lower the team's morale. Recognizing the road they are on, Ron panics and asks Wade to confirm their location. Upon learning that they are approaching Camp Wannaweep, Ron explains that it was the worst summer of his life and he never wants to go back.
Be right. That can't be right!
Ron?
It's my worst nightmare! Return to Camp Wannaweep!
Suddenly, the bus tires blow out, leaving the team stranded outside the camp. Ron claims that he is the only one aware of the camp's dangers and takes charge, but they soon discover that the phone at the camp doesn't work. Accepting the situation, they sit around the campfire while Ron shares his bad memories of Camp Wannaweep.
It's the curse of Camp Wannaweep.
What if he's right? What if this place is cursed?
Tara, please.
Stoppable. You're working on my nerves.
Mr. B, shh. We've got to rustle in the brush.
Ron, I think we've established that the squirrels mean us no harm.
What's that supposed to mean?
Let's just enjoy the campfire and relax.
Meanwhile, a creature watches the group from the woods. Barkin and Kim go to collect firewood, and Barkin gets dragged away by a creature and disappears. Ron and Kim decide to go to Ron's old shelter and find Barkin covered in green slime. Shortly after, the creature reveals itself as Gil, who turns out to be Ron's former campmate, Gil.
Remember me?
Not really, and I gotta tell you, I think I'd remember.
Oh, come on, Ronnie, think. We switched places. You took my arts and crafts, and I took your swim time.
Gil?
Gil.
Gil who?
Oh, I am no longer Gil. Now I am Gil!
What's the difference?
I added an L, you know, as in Gil, as in these things that grew when I mutated.
Gil explains that the lake at the camp was toxic and mutated him. He plans to kidnap everyone in the team and get his revenge. Gil traps everyone in green slime and threatens to mutate them as well. Ron escapes from Gil and takes a motorboat onto the lake, with Jill chasing after him. Ron manages to tie Jill with a rope and drags him with the motorboat, ultimately subduing him.
Free swim's over.
The next morning, the biohazard team arrives to clean up the camp. Jill is placed in a fish tank and handed over to Dr. Lurkin, vowing revenge against Ron once more. The team thanks Ron, and even Tara kisses him on the cheek. Even Bonnie acknowledges Ron's bravery. As Kim congratulates Ron, he asks if he can lead the next mission. However, Kim tells him that it's highly unlikely. In the episode Attack of the Killer BBs, Ron learns that he needs to participate in extracurricular activities to increase his chances of getting into a good college, so he decides to join the cheerleading squad. This puts Kim in a tough position. While trying to support Ron, she also wants to dissuade him from this idea without embarrassing herself or Ron. However, Ron gives up on becoming a cheerleader and decides to be the school mascot instead, designing his own Middleton Mad Dog costume. Bonnie is furious about this, and Kim agrees with her. Kim feels guilty for not supporting Ron's dream and seeks advice from her father. Dr. Possible tells her a story about losing a good friend in college because he didn't support his dream.
He will dance.
As gentle as a summer shower, no?
No.
All right. Go on, laugh away, but one day my genius will be recognized. BB will be perfect, and I will be the one laughing.
I am Gil.
However, this story doesn't convince Kim, and she ends up having a big argument with Ron. Meanwhile, strange events are occurring in the local science community. At Mount Middleton Observatory, Professor Ramesh reports that his partner, astronomer Bob Chen, has gone missing and asks for Kim's help. When Kim arrives at the observatory, she sees Professor Ramesh being kidnapped by 3 robots. These robots, who introduce themselves as the BBs, abduct the professor and escape. Frustrated that she couldn't prevent the kidnapping, Kim blames the late arriving Ron and lashes out at him. Ron's feelings are hurt, and when he finds a connection between Dr. Possible and the missing scientist, he decides to take action on his own instead of asking Kim for help. A while later, Dr. Possible is attacked by the BBs while getting into his car, but he isn't kidnapped. The real Dr. Possible, visibly angry, shows up at cheerleading practice and asks Kim where Ron is. Meanwhile, it's revealed that the BBs have kidnapped Ron and taken him to Dr. Draken. Draken wants revenge on his former college friends who mocked him. However, the real Dr. Possible and Kim arrive just in time to rescue Ron. While Kim struggles against the BBs, who are extremely fast and durable, Dr. Possible contacts Wade and has him modify the communicator to emit a signal that disrupts the BB's coordination. Once their network is severed, Kim manages to turn them against each other and destroy them. The episode ends with Ron performing as the school mascot for the first time. Despite initially not wanting him to be the mascot, Kim supports him because he's her best friend. Ron's Mad Dog performance is unexpectedly well received, surprising Kim and shocking Bonnie. In the episode Monkey Fist Strikes, while Kim and Ron are climbing a mountain, Kim rescues an injured baby eagle. She uses her backpack as a parachute to safely land and hands the eagle over to a park ranger.
Hi.
You saved a life, Kim Possible.
It's what I do. You know, the help thing.
I'm the sidekick.
Her father calls, upset that she missed the family game night, and mentions that her cousin Larry will be disappointed. Kim describes Larry as a creepy game nerd, but Ron finds Larry's interest in games amusing.
Ron? Hey, Wade.
Wade?
Live?
In person?
High five! Ah! Wade's a ghost! Wade's a ghost!
Ron, I am not a ghost.
Don't play me, Spectre.
Hologram, huh?
Precisely.
You almost fooled me. Almost.
The technology is incredible. You can literally be in two places at once. There's still a few bugs to work out.
Wade informs them that renowned archaeologist Monty Fisk has requested Kim's help to find an artifact. They arrive at a monkey temple, which triggers Ron's fear of monkeys due to his camp experience. Monty dismisses Ron's concerns and tension grows between them. Kim enters the temple alone, navigating through traps to retrieve the monkey artifact.
Once again, cheerleading saved my life. Spikes. Gee, where are the snakes? I was just being sarcastic!
Kim! Huh? What happened?
Kim Possible, I shall see to it that the National Museum celebrate your heroic efforts.
It was no big.
That night, Ron remains suspicious of Monty. When a ninja artifact is stolen, Monty acts upset, but Ron is still doubtful. At home, Kim's dad tries to cheer her up and tells her they will visit Larry. Kim is unhappy about having to spend time with Larry. Wade reveals that the monkey artifact grants the power of Tai Shing Pek Kwar, monkey kung fu. Kim wants to consult Monty again, but also remembers her promise to visit Larry, so she considers using hologram technology to leave a Holo Kim in her place.
Really, Larry? That's very interesting, Larry. Nice costume, Larry. It rocks, Wade, but I can't do the virtual flake. I promised Dad. It is very tempting, though.
On Saturday evening, they visit Monty and discover that he is actually the ninja who stole the artifact. Monty reveals that he spent his family fortune to mutate his hands and feet to resemble those of a monkey. It turns out that the real Kim is still at Larry's house, while Ron is left alone with the Holo Kim.
Is good.
You're the Holo Kim!
What? Then where is the real Kim Possible?
Monty attempts to kill Ron, but Wade alerts Kim about the situation. Kim convinces Larry to help Ron. Larry advises Ron to defeat Monty as if he were a video game character. Ron, using the energy of the 4 artifacts, transforms himself into a monkey, and Rufus gains power as well. With the Tai Shing Pek Kwar power, Ron puts up a good fight against Monty, but he struggles against Monty's physical superiority.
Away with you, vile rodent!
Pain.
mystical power or not, you have no chance against a master of monkey kung fu.
That's why I'm pulling the plug. Rufus, search and destroy.
Eventually, Rufus starts knocking down the artifacts following Ron's seek and destroy command. As Monty tries to catch the last artifact with his mouth, Ron delivers a kung fu kick, breaking the artifacts.
Freak.
The police arrive and Ron heads to Larry's house. As the two chat about video games, Kim smiles, happy that Larry now has a friend, and leaves them alone. In the final episode of the first season, titled Low Budget, Kim and Ron are helping a man named Jerry move boxes from a large boat to a smaller motorboat. Kim thanks Jerry for helping her with her marine biology project. Meanwhile, Rufus gets scared when he sees a manatee surfacing and runs to Ron. Mistaking the manatee for a dangerous creature, Ron panics, but Kim and Jerry explain that manatees are harmless. Suddenly, a noisy fan boat speeds by, splashing water and causing a disturbance. Jerry comments that not everyone in the area is as considerate and that these people are harming nature. As the fan boat passes by again, it nearly hits the manatee. Angry, Ron warns the two men on the boat. Kim can no longer tolerate the situation and jumps onto the back of the boat. She tries to talk to the drivers, but they don't take her seriously and mock her. Kim uses her compact mirror to tie the boat to a mangrove tree and removes the boat's fan. The two men fall into the water and Kim returns to the shore. However, Jerry tells her that this might not have been a good idea because there is a crocodile in the water. As Kim tries to escape from the crocodile, Ron throws her a life ring, but the crocodile tears it apart. Kim narrowly escapes the attack, but her new Club Banana pants get torn. Kim and Ron search the town for a store to buy new pants and end up at Smarty Mart. Kim finds the store Bargain Bin and isn't impressed, but Ron praises it and insists they shop for pants there. Kim reluctantly buys pants from Smarty Mart and, while appreciating the affordable prices, still isn't happy with her purchase. Later on, Kim and Ron learn that the villain Frugal Lucre is threatening to destroy the internet. Lucre plans to carry out his scheme by placing a virus that can crash the entire internet into an old tin can. He demands that every person send him $1 or else he will wipe out the internet. Kim and Ron set out to stop him and discover that Lucre works at Smarty Mart. With the help of a store employee, Kim tries to track down Lucre. Inside Smarty Mart, Lucre places the old tin can on a store shelf. Kim and Ron start checking the cans held by customers to find the right one. Lucre, meanwhile, announces a store-wide sale, prompting all the customers to grab cans, making it even harder for Kim and Ron to find the correct one. As Lucre tries to escape, Kim stops him and sets off the store's security alarm. Ron eventually finds the tin can and neutralizes the virus inside. Kim is still impatient with Ron's love for discount shopping, but she's relieved they managed to foil Lucre's plan. At the end of the episode, back at school, Bonnie mocks Kim for shopping at a discount store. However, Kim defends the pants she bought from Smarty Mart, and this experience teaches her that shopping for bargains isn't necessarily a bad thing. While Kim begins to appreciate the importance of saving money, she still prefers branded stores for special pieces. Ron, on the other hand, continues to praise the deals offered at Smarty Mart.
Unless you're paying for a really super cool pair of boots like these.
You mean these boots right here?
Ron, they aren't exactly the same. Look, the Smarty Mart boots come in black. Club Bananas are onyx.
In the second season, the series emphasizes the personal growth of the characters while showcasing the depth of Kim and Ron's friendship and how it is tested. With new enemies, different adventures, and more details about Kim's family life, this season adds a more mature tone to the series. In the episode Grudge Match, Kim, Ron, and Monique are waiting in line for a movie at the local theater when Ron complains about the ticket booth worker, Lamar, being slow and having clammy hands. However, this time, the tickets are being sold by an attractive girl named Zeta Flores, and Ron instantly becomes shy around her.
I'm sorry, could you speak up?
Me is ticket.
Mr. Smooth makes his move.
After the movie, the trio heads to Bueno Nacho and discusses Ron's struggles with girls. Meanwhile, Wade informs Kim that she needs to find her father's missing robot. Kim and Ron go to the lab where the robot was stolen, and Kim's father explains that the robot has artificial intelligence designed for the Jupiter project. The robot was under the responsibility of Dr. Fenn, an inept robotic engineer. Dr. Fenn claims that the robot was stolen by his former assistant, Vivian Porter. Vivian was Dr. Fenn's former partner, but Fenn claims he fired her because she couldn't keep up. To find Vivian, Kim and Ron join a secret underground robot fight club called Robot Rumble, run by Vivian's boyfriend, Oliver, where Larry also participates. Kim meets Vivian and tries to talk to her. However, when Vivian learns that Kim is working with Dr. Fenn, she becomes angry and challenges her to a robot fight. Since Kim doesn't have a robot, they decide to use the communicator as Wade suggests, but the small device is easily defeated.
That robot is learning as it goes!
Artificial intelligence.
It's not responding. I can't.
And Vivian, along with Oliver, throws Kim and Ron out of the club.
How do you explain being with a guy like Nerd Dexter? It totally breaks the rules. Hey!
Gee, Ron, maybe it's 'cause there are no rules.
Ron starts going to the movie theater repeatedly to see Zeta again. He mistakenly thinks her name is Annie and buys tickets for all the movies showing. When Wade calls Ron for a mission, the other moviegoers perceive it as a romantic moment and applaud.
That is so sweet.
She needs you.
Aww.
Hurry, dude!
Kim's waiting for you!
What did you do? Buy a ticket to every movie?
No, that would be stupid.
Ron doesn't want to be seen with Kim because he's worried that Zeta might think they are a couple. Later, Kim and Ron sneak into the underground arena and plan to retrieve the robot. However, Ron triggers a trap and falls into a pit. Kim rescues him, but they are chased by a battle robot. During the chase, the communicator falls, and as Ron and Rufus try to retrieve it, they fall off the wagon.
Aw, Ron!
Ron uses the communicator to mimic a train sound, scaring off the robot.
Self-preservation programming. How did you...
Well, I analyzed the situation carefully, and Wade figured it out.
Come on, let's get this back to Fenn.
They manage to get the robot back for Dr. Fenn, but Kim is not satisfied with the situation. She realizes that Vivian is the real genius and that Dr. Fenn is actually a fraud. With the information she gets from Wade, Kim discovers that Fenn has not authored a single scientific paper and that all the papers belong to someone named V.F. Porter. Oliver accuses Fenn of stealing the robot and almost attacks him. Kim reveals that Fenn is a fraud and that Vivian is the true genius. Fenn threatens to destroy Oliver's robot, but Kim uses the electromagnet from the Jupiter project to save the robot and discovers that Oliver is actually a robot himself.
Secret.
Well, I can't really talk right now.
I don't get it. This guy's beyond weird and he still has babe appeal. Okay, I'm confused.
In the end, Vivian takes Fenn's position and starts working in the lab, while Fenn is arrested. Ron tries to approach Zeta again at the theater, but runs into Lamar once more. However, luck is on his side as Zeta sits next to him. The two enjoy watching a romantic movie together, having a great time, and even Rufus relishes the moment. In the episode Exchange, a mysterious student named Hirotaka arrives at Middleton High School, quickly gaining the attention of almost all the girls, much to Bonnie's delight. Meanwhile, Ron is transferred to a mysterious ninja school as part of a student exchange program. Kim and Monique also become interested in Hirotaka and enter a competition to get his attention.
Humiliating defeat.
With Wade's help, Kim tries to track down Hirotaka, but she finds herself falling for his charm in the process. Ron arrives at the Yamanouchi Ninja School in Japan, where he is greeted by a skilled girl named Yori. Yori is highly talented in martial arts and shows interest in Ron, though he only sees it as friendship. The headmaster, Master Sensei, reveals that Ron possesses the mystical monkey power, and that's why he was chosen. However, Ron, feeling he is failing at his training, plans to leave the school. Sensei tells him that Yori has been kidnapped by Monkey Fist and assures Ron that he is a true warrior. This motivates Ron to stay and rescue Yori. Ron and Yori end up trapped in Monkey Fist's volcanic lair. A student named Fukushima, who has betrayed the school by collaborating with Monkey Fist, tricks Ron into a trap.
On Earth, capable of unleashing the power of the Lotus Blade. Once I have destroyed you, there will be only me.
However, Ron reminds Fukushima that collaborating with a bad guy won't look good on a school resume. While Fukushima has been deceived by Monkey Fist's promises, Ron and Yori manage to escape. Ron uses the mystical monkey power to defeat Fukushima.
Want some more? It is my honor to defeat you.
Master Sensei and the Yamanouchi students arrive and engage in a battle with Monkey Fist. By the end of the episode, Ron earns the honor of the Yamanouchi school and makes them promise not to tell anyone about his involvement in this mission.
Booyah! A warrior hero score!
But the true nature of the ninja school must be kept secret.
Huh?
You must never tell anyone of your adventure here. Not ever.
Man, thanks.
With Hirotaka's departure from Middleton High, the rivalry between Kim and Monique comes to an end. In the episode Go Team Go, while Kim and Ron are visiting the bustling Go City, a bird-themed villain named Aviarius attacks the Bueno Nacho they are at. During the commotion, as Kim tries to stop Aviarius from stealing the powers of a mysterious masked hero, she accidentally gains superpowers herself.
What was that?
Aviarius will not be defeated so easily! Victory will yet be mine! This is not over!
Well, that was weird.
Tell me about it.
This leads them to meet Team Go, a superhero team that, to Kim's surprise, turns out to be Shago's family. Aviarius has stolen the powers of the team members and has captured the youngest two members, forcing Kim to seek Shago's help. Kim persuades Shago to help her family. The team raids Aviarius' lair, and Kim rescues the Wego twins. However, Aviarius manages to steal Shago and Kim's powers as well, gaining all the power for himself. Shago's brothers, now powerless, struggle to fight back but are unsuccessful. While Ron distracts Aviarius,
Foolish boy!
Ha! Who's the fool now? Me. I'm still the fool.
Kim seizes his staff. Shago takes the staff from Kim, but instead of returning the powers, she chooses to keep them for herself. Despite Kim and Rufus's attempts to stop her, they fail.
I'm happy to be the distraction.
Ron, it would take a huge distraction.
At that moment, Dr. Draken arrives with a giant robot to assist Shago, but Shago gets distracted. Kim takes advantage of the situation and breaks Aviarius' staff, returning the powers to their rightful owners.
All team go!
Shago, now powerless, escapes with Draken, while Aviarius is captured. Hago explains to Ron that Nako hasn't been added to the Go City menu. As Mego and the Wego twins discuss reforming Team Go, Kim starts to believe that Shago intentionally gave her the staff. Draken realizes that Shago couldn't hurt her brothers because she has softened, which enrages Shago. Infuriated, Shago throws Draken out of the robot, leaving him hanging outside. The episode ends with Kim contemplating Shago's complicated loyalty to her family and realizing that Shago couldn't bring herself to harm her brothers, revealing a softer side to the otherwise villainous character. In the episode Blush, Dr. Draken grows tired of being constantly defeated by Kim Possible and decides to abandon his plans for world domination in favor of a new strategy to defeat her. He researches teen magazines to discover the weaknesses of teenagers and learns that one of their greatest fears is embarrassment. Using this information, he devises a plan to humiliate Kim in order to destroy her.
One's enemy. We should pick up some milk while we're here.
Meanwhile, Kim runs into her crush, Josh Mankey, at school and hopes that he will ask her out. However, this doesn't happen, leaving Kim disappointed.
Right. See ya. Oh! Oh, hi!
I forgot my,
I was just tying my... See you later, Josh. Bye.
Draken prepares a serum using a rare flower from the Amazon, the Aurora Orchid, which will cause Kim to turn invisible whenever she feels embarrassed. The serum will make the desire to be unseen during moments of embarrassment come true, and eventually, it will make her disappear completely. While Kim and Ron are walking around the mall one afternoon, Draken sprays the serum on Kim without her realizing it.
Hey! Did you see that?
See what?
I don't know. Nothing, I guess.
Soon after, she runs into Josh and accidentally trips, tearing his shirt. Embarrassed by the situation, Kim's stomach begins to disappear. Shocked and scared, Kim immediately runs away and shows the strange occurrence to Ron.
Kim, wait up! Are you okay? That was nasty.
Ron, something critical is happening to me. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm no doctor, but you might want to get that checked out.
Ron and Rufus, with Wade's help, head to the Amazon to find the orchid and obtain the antidote to neutralize the serum. Wade suggests that Kim stay at home, as any further embarrassment could cause her to disappear completely. Kim agrees and confines herself to the house. However, Josh calls and asks her out, and Kim decides to accept his invitation and goes on the date. During their date, Draken and Shago set various traps to embarrass Kim. Shago disguises herself as a waitress at the restaurant and causes a drink to spill on Kim.
Oops. Excuse me, Josh. This is so embarrassing. Oh, no. No. Josh, I'm so sorry.
Hey, it was an accident.
This is really getting good.
As Kim tries to cover up the situation, she becomes even more embarrassed, and the invisibility effect worsens. Kim notices Shago and engages in a brief fight with her, but things get more complicated. Meanwhile, in the Amazon, Ron navigates through challenging conditions with the help of the Wade bot and manages to find the orchid. Despite the Wade bot being damaged, Ron and Rufus succeed in retrieving the orchid and return to Middleton just in time. As Kim heads to the movies with Josh, Draken sends embarrassment ninjas to humiliate her.
Of inflicting humiliation.
Embarrassment ninjas? Are you kidding?
I guess in their field it pays to specialize. Now go get her.
Kim fights off the ninjas and defeats them. However, as they leave the cinema, the ninjas splash mud on Kim, causing her hands to turn invisible. Meanwhile, Jim and Tim use a projector to show Kim's old baby videos in the park, which makes her even more embarrassed, causing her feet and clothes to turn invisible, leaving only her head visible. This incident further intensifies her embarrassment. Just in time, Ron finds Kim and blows the orchid pollen on her, which neutralizes the serum and restores her visibility completely. Kim and Josh finish their date on a positive note, and Josh walks her home, giving her a goodnight kiss. After this incident, Kim regains both her visibility and her confidence. In the episode Mother's Day, Kim, Ron, and Wade make an effort to spend quality time with their mothers. Kim and her family surprise Anne with breakfast in bed, a card, and flowers. The Tweebs' plan to gift Anne a mutated bee is quickly changed. However, with Anne and Kim's busy schedules, their Mother's Day plans are at risk. Mr. Possible insists that Anne and Kim spend the entire day together. Meanwhile, Ron is forced by his mom to clean the garage.
Hey, there's my old hacky sack. Back and box it!
And Wade pampers his mother. Dr. Draken's mother also visits him for Mother's Day. Unaware of his villainous career, she believes that Draken is a radio show doctor, and he tries to maintain this secret. After assisting with a brain surgery, Anne and Kim return home and plan how to spend the rest of the day together. However, Wade informs them that Draken is attempting to steal Synthoplasma. Since Ron is unavailable and both Anne and Kim have promised to spend the day together, Anne offers to accompany her daughter on this mission. Kim is initially hesitant to put her mother in danger, but she eventually agrees due to Anne's insistence. During the mission, several complications arise. When exposed to air, the Synthoplasma transforms into a constantly consuming monster.
Drew Lipsky, you know I don't like that doodle talk. That's not coffee.
Anne and Kim manage to stop Draken and Shago's plan, and Anne ends up saving her daughter from the monster. Afterward, Anne acknowledges that even though the day didn't go as expected, they still managed to spend it together. At the end of the episode, Kim and Ron bring the Synthoplasma monster back to the scientists by using it to clean the Stoppable family's garage first. This creative solution not only helps them complete their mission, but also checks off Ron's chore for the day. The third season is a period when Kim and Ron's high school lives and heroic careers intensify. This season highlights the emotional depth, romantic relationships, and personal development of the characters. Additionally, Kim and Ron's feelings for each other become more apparent. In the episode Emotion Sickness, while preparing for the Middleton Days event, Kim and Ron, who is dressed as a pickle mascot, are talking when Kim sees her crush, Josh Mankey, arm in arm with Tara. Ron, thinking that Kim is still interested in Josh, tries to distract her, but Bonnie arrives and mocks Kim about the situation. Unexpectedly, Kim says she doesn't care and that things between her and Josh have cooled down. Ron, on the other hand, is surprised to learn that Tara has had a crush on him for a long time and is upset that no one told him.
You mean you never noticed?
No! Why didn't you tell me?
Meanwhile, Dr. Cyrus Bortel is testing a device called the Modulator, which controls emotions, when Draken and Shago break into the lab and steal an electron magneto accelerator. While Kim and Ron are fighting Draken, the Modulator devices accidentally attach themselves to Kim and Shago. As Draken and Shago escape, Kim and Ron accidentally take the Modulator remote control with them as they leave.
Oh, hey, don't forget this.
Thanks.
When they return to Kim's house, Kim realizes that Ron accidentally took the Modulator remote. Mistaking it for a video game controller, Ron presses the buttons, causing Kim's mood to change abruptly, and she becomes sad. Meanwhile, at Draken's secret lair, Shago is crying over a broken nail, leaving Draken confused about her behavior. As Ron tries to cheer Kim up, he presses the button again, causing her to switch to an angry mood and dragging Ron to school.
I want the communicator. Let's just go to school so I can tell Wade that you lost the communicator again.
At Draken's lair, Shago begins to attack Draken angrily. When the Modulator remote is found at home by Jim and Tim, they start playing with it, changing Shago's mood repeatedly. Draken is terrified by Shago's constantly shifting moods and tries to figure out why she's behaving this way.
I mean, if anything had happened, I don't know what I'd do. But you'd like to know, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Wait, what? What was I talking about?
Did I forget your birthday? Is that what this is about? 'Cause I'm scared.
When Kim and Ron arrive at school, Kim's mood continues to shift rapidly. Ron, seeing Josh and Tara, thinks that Kim is jealous of their relationship. However, after one of Kim's sudden outbursts, they try to explain the situation to Wade. Jim and Tim press the Modulator button, causing Kim to suddenly fall in love with Ron and show affection towards him. While Wade investigates how the Modulator works, Kim continues to flirt with Ron and invites him to the Middleton Days Festival.
As my date.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
Wait, but
Hey guys, bad time to call?
Ron, worried that their new relationship might ruin their friendship, tries to end the situation without hurting Kim. Meanwhile, Draken and Shago plan to use the Electron Magneto Accelerator to attack the festival. Shago, under the modulator's influence, forces Draken to act like her boyfriend at the festival. At the festival, as Ron tries to talk to Kim and break up with her, he accidentally presses the modulator button, and Kim reacts with sadness.
Now come back! Your dad's gonna put me in a black...
At that moment, Dr. Bortel arrives looking for the modulators and talks to Ron. Draken manages to seize the modulator remote and tampers with the settings, sending Kim and Shago into uncontrollable rage. Kim, now in a fit of fury, grabs Ron and starts throwing him around, while Shago chases and attacks Draken.
Draken!
Ron realizes that Kim needs to remember her true feelings and take control.
Shago! KP, help! KP, help! Sidekick in trouble!
Huh?
Ah! Oh, man, not now.
Ron,
Kim, using the strength of her emotions, deactivates the modulator and regains control. Draken and Shago flee from the Middleton Days Festival, and Kim and Ron achieve victory against Draken. At the end of the episode, Ron asks Kim if her feelings for him were only because of the modulator. Kim smiles and says, "There are still fireworks," pointing to the sky where fireworks are bursting. Meanwhile, Shago, still under the influence of the modulator, continues to chase Draken, who desperately tries to calm her down. In the next episode, titled Bonding, Kim and Ron find themselves dealing with problems involving Bonnie Rockwaller and Mr. Barkin, while also learning that Professor Dementor is attempting to steal something from a research facility. They fail to complete the mission and cannot prevent Dementor from stealing his invention.
Hey! Ha, there. Huh? Oh, man. Little help. Hey! Uh-oh.
today's not your lucky...
Correction, today I feel very lucky. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye!
Ha! The Ronster's ready to go upside! Oh.
However, Ron unknowingly returns to Middleton with Dementor's device called the Bondo Ball, which causes people to become physically attached to each other from different parts of their bodies. Back in Middleton, Ron and Mr. Barkin find themselves stuck shoulder to shoulder.
Barkin. Hey!
Explanation now.
Did you lean in something sticky?
I never lean.
Okay, well, could it have been that mysterious glowing ball, the weird smoke?
While Kim and Bonnie are bound hip to hip. They have to stay that way until Wade finds a solvent to separate them. Ron discovers that Mr. Barkin leads a scout group called the Pixie Scouts and is known as Brigadier Pixie.
Pixies, identify.
The knotted ball squirrel, sir!
Correct. Now you try. Good job, troopers. Stoppable?
I don't do squirrel.
What's the Pixie motto, Cindy?
We stick together!
Ironic.
Now give it your best shot, Stoppable.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, Kim realizes that Bonnie has a tough life at home because her two older sisters, Connie and Lonnie, treat her poorly.
They're my older sisters. Way older. Hi, I'm...
So don't care. You see, Amy. Kim. Whatever. I got all the brains.
I got all the looks.
And Bonnie got the rest.
What? Nothing.
Following a lead from Wade, Kim and Bonnie head to Dementor's hideout in the Bavarian Alps, but they get captured by giant mutant dachshunds. Wade informs Ron and Mr. Barkin of the situation, and they organize a rescue mission with the Pixie Scouts to save the girls. As Kim and Bonnie are strapped to one of Dementor's machines, Kim apologizes to Bonnie for dragging her into this mess. To Kim's surprise, Bonnie responds that it was almost fun. Ron, Mr. Barkin, and the Pixie Scouts rescue them, and Kim reveals that she was once a Pixie Scout herself. Kim and Bonnie use their cheerleading skills to prevent Dementor from escaping.
At least I still have my cocoa maker.
So not getting away.
schnitzel.
At the Middleton Community Center, everyone celebrates their separation using the solvent and their victory over Dementor. Ron is made an honorary Pixie Scout and performs a cringe-worthy rap about it. Bonnie, and especially Kim, feel quite awkwardly affected by everything that happened.
It's a pixie! Rodman's pixie! It's so true! We stick together, just like glue!
This is too weird. Jinx, you owe me a soda. I don't think so.
In the episode Bad Boy, while Kim and Ron are on a routine mission to stop Dr. Draken's atmosphere disruptor device, Ron complains about having to attend his cousin Ruben's wedding and deal with his troublesome 7-year-old cousin Sean. His family doesn't take his complaint seriously. Later, while watching the show Agony County, Ron gets the idea that girls like bad boys and tries to adopt a misunderstood rebel persona at school. However, no one notices his efforts, and he fails to impress anyone.
My way! Ladies love the bad boy, and the bad boy loves the ladies.
But this is the girls' room.
Ah! My bad. I'm bad, huh? See the thing with the eyebrow?
That's just ew, Ron.
Jerk! Misunderstood, jerk.
Bad, not good?
I feel cousin Sean sharpening his spill skills. I gotta go batter.
Wouldn't want anyone liking you for the real you.
You know we're nice guys finish, KP. From now on, just call me Bad Boy.
Kim and Ron, disguised as Zorpox the Conqueror and Sheila of the Leopard People, infiltrate a supervillain convention based on Wade's old comic book characters. Dr. Draken and Shago are also present at the convention, and Kim starts fighting Shago.
In that stupid costume.
Oh, you look in the mirror lately?
Let's go, sister.
Meanwhile, Draken tests a device called the Attitudinator, which is supposed to make the user more evil. Ron accidentally bumps into Draken, causing the machine to malfunction. The accident transfers all of Draken's evilness into Ron, turning Draken into a kind-hearted person. At Draken's lair, his new improved evil plans consist of creating inventions like chocolate milk, which drives Shago crazy.
It generates cascading sonic pulses, and with the proper mixture, I can really shake things up.
So you can use it to...
That's right, Chico. Make the perfect glass of chocolate milk.
You're joking.
I never joke about Coco Moo.
Coco Moo?
Jack Hench informs Shago that Draken's evilness has transferred to Ron. Meanwhile, Ron starts developing various evil schemes to get back at his cousin Sean. Later, Ron, in his Zorpox persona, shows up at the wedding rehearsal on a giant motorcycle. Kim notices that Ron's skin has turned blue and realizes he has become someone who looks like Ron but acts very differently. Ron then attempts to attack Sean with a plasma catapult, shocking everyone.
My potato tosser into a plasma catapult!
That's an unexpected twist.
This'll cut that little brat down to size!
Isn't he supposed to be at the kids' table?
Shago, seeing how evil Ron has become, takes him to Draken's lair, leaving Draken alone with Kim. Kim realizes that the Attitudinator is responsible for Ron's transformation and asks Draken to repair the device. Together, they go to Ron's lair, where he has built an annihilator capable of causing earthquakes. Ron captures them and tries to stop them, but Kim escapes and disables the annihilator. However, Ron reveals that his real evil plan is to use the Mega Weather Generator to take over the NACO supply, a typical Ron move that makes Kim signal Draken. Draken places the repaired Attitudinator on Ron's head, returning him to normal and transforming Draken back into his evil self.
Whoa, what happened? Rufus!
You were having a bad day.
Draken becomes furious at Shigo for abandoning him for Ron. As Kim and Ron escape Draken's lair, the base self-destructs, and Draken is defeated once again. Kim and Ron return to Cousin Ruben's wedding, where Ron finally gets a chance to sit at the adults' table, and Kim joins him. It is also revealed that Ron used the Attitudinator on Sean, making him much more polite and well-behaved. In the episode Overdue, while Kim is practicing with the cheer squad, librarian Miss Hatchet informs her that she has an overdue book and is banned from participating in cheerleading activities until the book is returned. Kim is certain that the book is in her locker, but she can't find it when she checks. When Ron hears that Kim has been kicked off the cheer squad, he asks her what happened. Kim explains the situation and rushes to find the book. Ron then remembers that he borrowed the book Kim checked out, titled A Brief History of Cheese, a month ago, which is why Kim can't find it.
There! Ah, stupid straps! Brief History of Cheese! Huh, sounds like a page turner. Well, KP won't mind if I borrow it.
Ron, evil doesn't fight itself.
That was a month ago. Remember putting it in my backpack, but which mission did I take it on?
He sets out to locate the book and suspects it's at Duff Killigan's lair. Ron asks Wade to keep the situation a secret. Sneaking into Duff's castle, Ron searches through bookshelves and under furniture. Duff catches Ron sneaking around and forces him to eat haggis. Ron finds the haggis disgusting and leaves the castle.
Against haggis? And in my castle, nobody says nay to me dairy grams haggis.
Joined by Wade's Wadebot, Ron heads to the next target, Dr. Draken's lair. Draken is planning to control Earth's orbit with a centrifugal oscillator. When Draken notices the chaos in his lair, he blames Shago. As Ron and Rufus search the lair for the book, they accidentally interfere with Draken's plan, disrupting it.
Witness the might of my centripetal cow!
Hank, no book.
Next stop, Professor Dementor's.
Still unable to find the book, Ron and Wade head to Professor Dementor's lair next. While Kim is organizing books in the school library, Miss Hatchet keeps assigning her tasks. Kim asks Wade where Ron is, but Wade stalls, trying to keep Ron's location a secret. Ron and Wade fail to find the book at Dementor's lair and decide to go to Monkey Fist's lair next. Monkey Fist is attempting to find a book containing ghost monkeys to declare himself the Monkey King. Ron thinks he has found the book, but it turns out to be the wrong one, catching Monkey Fist's attention.
Back! They're stealing the ancient text! Ninjas attack!
Uh-oh. Huh? What? Just stop doing that!
Ron-stoppable.
You're the only one who ever gets my name right. I respect that.
Be that as it may, behold the might of the Phantom Monkeys! What sort of magic is this?
The best kind. Science! Gotta get that book!
As Ron struggles against Monkey Fist and his monkey ninjas, he realizes the real book is in his backpack. Wadebot rescues Ron and Rufus, and they return to the school. While Kim is still labeling books, Ron returns the book to the library and tells Miss Hatchet she was wrong. Miss Hatchet insists that one day Kim will actually have an overdue book. As Kim and Ron leave the library, Ron explains how they stopped Monkey Fist from taking over the world. When Kim sees that the book is indeed A Brief History of Cheese, Ron realizes he returned the wrong book. Behind them, they hear Miss Hatchet scream and see ghost monkeys emerging from the library's roof, leaving them both stunned. Now it's time for the 2005 movie Kim Possible. So, the drama. Kim and Ron stop Shago from kidnapping the famous toy maker Mr. Nakasumi in Tokyo. Draken's complex and incomprehensible new plan confuses everyone, including Kim's family and even Shago. The stages of the plan include obtaining a toy design, developing advanced androids called Synthodrones, and researching teenage girls' lifestyles. Meanwhile, after being taunted by Bonnie, Kim realizes that her crime-fighting life has always kept her from having a boyfriend and worries that Ron might be her only option for the upcoming school prom. Although Monique suggests that she should give Ron a chance, Kim thinks it would be weird. Wade reports that Draken has been spotted at a casino in the Bermuda Triangle. Kim and Ron infiltrate the casino, while Kim fights Shago.
Draken, and what's he up to?
Yeah, as if I can understand his whacked plans. Please.
Shago, time to fly!
Next time, princess.
You think you're all that, but you're not even close!
This is so annoying.
Ron accidentally sits at a poker table. With Shago's help, Draken acquires information about advanced technology developed by Kim's father, Dr. Possible. The next day, Ron meets a new student named Eric and they get along well. When Eric mentions that naked mole rats are cool, Ron introduces him to Kim. Kim and Eric are immediately attracted to each other, and as their relationship progresses, Ron starts feeling left out and jealous.
Everything that is on my mind. Why don't you kiss her? Why don't you tell her?
Meanwhile, Draken kidnaps Kim's father to obtain his cybertronic technology. Although Dr. Possible destroys the technology, Draken manages to extract the information from his mind using a mind-reading machine. However, Draken's plans remain unclear, and even Shigo cannot figure them out. Meanwhile, the little Diablo toys designed by Nakasumi become a worldwide hit. Ron is annoyed by their popularity and, in a live broadcast, declares that he has lost everything. Kim notices that Ron is upset and reassures him that their friendship will never change. Eric arrives and asks Kim to the prom, and she accepts. Ron decides to confess his feelings to Kim but backs out to avoid risking their friendship and decides not to go to the prom. Eric arrives at the Possible family home to pick up Kim and takes her to the prom. Feeling down, Ron heads to Bueno Nacho with Rufus, where he notices strange things happening at the restaurant. Ned writes the word evil with Diablo sauce, alerting Ron to Draken's plan. Ron learns from Wade that Draken is the new owner of the restaurant. Draken activates the Diablo toys, turning them into giant robots and launching an attack. Ron rushes to the prom to warn everyone, but no one believes him. Once Wade confirms the information, Kim trusts Ron and leaves the prom with him. Draken tells Kim that he has kidnapped Eric and forces her to surrender. Enraged, Kim dons an experimental battlesuit and heads to Draken's lair with Ron. While Kim fights Shago, Ron faces Draken's sumo ninja. After defeating Shago, Kim goes to Eric only to discover that he is one of Draken's androids and he shocks her unconscious. Ron tries to attack Eric but is stopped by Shago. As the world is under attack from the giant Diablo robots, Ron and Kim wake up in a warehouse. Kim feels bad for not realizing that Eric was fake. Ron confesses his feelings to her, and Kim realizes she feels the same way.
Oh, you kissed a Syntho drone!
I never kissed him. But I wanted to.
Okay, too much info.
With Rufus's help, they escape and head to destroy the main signal tower. While Kim takes down Shago, Ron and Rufus fight Eric. Kim uses Wade's electromagnetic disruptor to deactivate the signal tower. Although Eric tries to grab the disruptor, Rufus destroys Eric and the signal tower. Once the Diablo robots are stopped, Draken tries to escape, but Ron stops him. Draken surrenders, addressing Ron by his name. Kim defeats Shago once more and comes out victorious. As Draken and Shago are arrested, Kim and Ron return to the prom. Everyone applauds them, and Kim and Ron share a dance. During the dance, they smile at each other and for the first time, share a kiss. The fourth season is the concluding season of the series. It focuses on Kim and Ron's graduation process and reaching a turning point in their lives. Dr. Draken and Shago's plans for world domination also reach their peak. The season aims to wrap up the stories of both the heroes and villains in a satisfying way. In the episode Stop Team Go, Team Go's old enemy, Electronique, escapes from prison and attacks the superheroes, including Shago, with a modified Attitudinator device to turn them evil as part of her revenge plan. However, since Electronique doesn't know that Shago is already evil, she accidentally turns Shago into a good person. Shago, now calling herself Miss Go, starts teaching at Middleton High School and quickly develops a romantic relationship with Mr. Barkin while becoming good friends with Kim due to their many shared interests. Meanwhile, the now evil Team Go, under Electronique's influence, causes chaos in Go City.
Hi, Stacy. We're robbing you. We're evil now.
Somebody stop Team Go!
Kim, Ron, and Shago head to Go City to stop Team Go. But Electronique complicates matters by randomly using the Attitudinator on heroes and villains alike.
Oh, no you don't! This is my evil revenge!
After a series of mishaps, Kim, Ron, and Shago manage to restore Team Go to their normal selves. Electronique is sent back to prison, but Ron, frustrated with her constant revenge schemes, uses the Attitudinator to turn her good. Shago tries to tell Kim something she couldn't express when she was evil, but Ron accidentally drops the Attitudinator, turning Shago evil again.
Hang on, I can fix this!
Shago, I need you!
He needs me. Next time, Kimmy.
While you were gone, I started a new project, Operation Gherkin.
Throughout the episode, Draken struggles to open a pickle jar, which he finally manages to do at the end. Shago returns to her role as Draken's evil sidekick, but seems saddened by losing her friendship with Kim. In the episode Clean Slate, Draken and Shago steal a powerful energy source called Nanotronium, but Kim intervenes and successfully retrieves it. During the mission, Ron once again loses his pants.
Oh man, what is the deal?
Later, Kim and Ron visit the children at the hospital where Kim's mom works. While talking to Monique, Kim mentions that she and Ron have been dating for 6 months and downplays its significance, but Monique considers it a half-year anniversary worth celebrating. Kim has a special gift for Ron, a belt made of flexible titanium developed by Wade to prevent his pants from falling. Initially, Ron thinks the belt is unnecessary, but after his pants are torn by a shopping cart, he changes his mind and decides to wear it.
Hey, I need those back!
Meanwhile, Draken tries to recall the flawless plan he saw in his dream but can't find the paper he wrote it on. He sees a scientist on TV introducing the MRM device, which can restore lost memories. Draken decides to use this device to remember the plan from his dream and sets out with Shago to steal it. However, during the heist, an explosion occurs and Kim loses her memory entirely as a result. Draken and Shago manage to escape. With Kim suffering from amnesia, her family tries to help her regain her memories. Her father shows her a fast-paced video of her life, hoping it will trigger her memory. Meanwhile, Shago realizes that a memoryless Kim won't be able to fight crime and goes on a crime spree, taking advantage of the situation. Ron arrives at Kim's house and takes her to school. Although Kim regains her basic memories, she doesn't remember her relationship with Ron.
It'll be like a second first date.
Are you hitting on me?
Kim, we are dating. I'm your boyfriend.
Boyfriend? Oh wait, you're serious?
Oh, that wasn't painful at all.
Ron gives her flowers, but she mistakes them for a salad.
You remember now?
No, but thanks for the salad.
But no, see those were okay, well, technically it's in the salad family. Come on.
At school, Kim instantly remembers Monique, but still can't recall her relationship with Ron. Ron takes Kim to Bueno Nacho, and she remembers everything about the place, but still doesn't remember that she's dating Ron. He shows her a photo of their first date, but Kim thinks it's just a dream. Wade has Kim practice cheerleading routines to help her remember her fighting skills. Kim, ignoring Bonnie's taunts, recalls the moves perfectly and delivers a flawless performance. Meanwhile, Draken and Shago plan to add a mind control serum to sandwiches being transported by train to take control of the entire army. Kim and Ron set out to stop this plan. While Kim fights Draken, Ron tries to fix the train's engine. He uses his new belt to seal a steam pipe, allowing Kim to regain control of the train.
Way to go, KP!
Without his belt, Ron's pants fall down again, and this event triggers Kim's full memory restoration. Kim remembers that she loves Ron and hugs him. Ron, celebrating the moment, says, "Now that's a memory." Meanwhile, Shago stands over Draken, holding a card that says, "Failed again," as Draken looks defeated. Final scene. While Kim and Ron are watching Captain Constellation, Kim wonders why she knows every episode of the show. Her dad explains that he made her watch it while trying to help her regain her memory. In the first part of the series finale, Kim and Ron head to Draken's Snowy Mountain lair to thwart his latest plan. Draken intends to take over the world using mutant plants, but his plan backfires, causing the chemical liquid to fill the entire lair with flowers.
Doom's really, kinda pretty.
Wait! I just need to adjust the blend.
Draken mutates, growing large leaves around his neck. Kim and Ron manage to escape the chaos and return to Middleton. While working at Smarty Mart, Ron talks to Mr. Barkin, who warns him that everything will go downhill after high school, making Ron anxious. Ron visits Kim's house and sees that she has received acceptance letters from many universities, while he hasn't received any yet. This, combined with Barkin's comments, increases Ron's worries. Meanwhile, Dr. Possible, while playing golf, notices a mysterious symbol on the course. It turns out that the same symbol has appeared on other golf courses around the world. Kim and Ron, suspecting Duff Killigan, head to his lair. However, they find the same symbol on Duff's turf, proving he isn't responsible. Wade arranges for Kim and Ron to return to Middleton by plane. At the airport, Kim notices herself on the cover of a magazine, and Ron is annoyed that his face is partially obscured in the photo, which only heightens his concerns further. At school, graduation excitement is in the air, but Ron is still anxious. During the ceremony, valedictorian Felix asks Kim to give a speech, and she agrees. During the final class, there is a power outage, but Mr. Barkin dismisses it as a prank by the seniors.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Duh. Oh, every year, it's like opening a barrel of rabid monkeys.
When the final bell rings, the students rush out of the school, celebrating their newfound freedom. At Bueno Nacho, Ron shares his post-graduation anxieties with Kim. Despite Kim reassuring him that graduation is not the end of the world, Ron remains unconvinced. Kim returns home and talks to her mom, who admits that she too was nervous about graduation. Kim's twin brothers launch a satellite to keep an eye on their sister. The day of graduation arrives and Kim gets ready for the ceremony with her family. However, shortly after Kim's family leaves the house, a spaceship crashes into their home, destroying it completely. Before the ceremony, Ron tries to calm his nerves in the bathroom, where Sensei appears and gives him a cryptic warning. One of his greatest challenges is approaching soon. Ron, not understanding the message, brushes it off and heads to the ceremony. Kim and Ron meet at the graduation ceremony. Kim wants to confess something to Ron, but they have to separate due to their seating arrangement based on their last names. Meanwhile, Draken tries to get rid of the leaves growing on him in his lair, but fails. Suddenly, a spaceship lands next to the lair, and Draken is lifted up by a beam of light from the sky. At graduation, Kim takes the stage to give her speech, but she is also lifted up by a beam of light. Ron tries to hold on to her, but is unsuccessful. As everyone panics and runs, Ron yells, "Am I the only one who saw this coming?"
Run, people! It's the end of the world!
Oh, am I the only one who saw this coming?
Kim finds herself on a spaceship held captive alongside Draken. The warrior aliens Warmongga and Warhawk have abducted them. Warmongga wants revenge on Draken for deceiving her and on Kim for defeating her, and they plan to conquer Earth. In the second part of the series finale, Warmongga and Warhawk have cut off all electricity on Earth and launched a global attack with indestructible tripod-like robots. While everyone gathers in the school auditorium, Ron, Dr. Possible, and Wade try to figure out what is happening. Ron and Dr. Possible head off to find a rocket to rescue Kim.
Well, at least they didn't. Why is it never cow and cow?
When they arrive at the rocket base, Shago intercepts them, steals Dr. Possible's spacesuit, and boards the spaceship with Ron. They sneak onto the ship using the garbage chute. Meanwhile, Kim and Draken are held captive aboard the alien spaceship. Draken discovers that his mutation has given him the ability to create plant-like appendages, which he uses to escape with Kim. Once the group reaches the ship's control center, Ron notices a simple off button. Rufus presses it, and the ship begins to plummet towards Earth. Warmongga and Warhawk arrive to stop them, initiating a battle. Ron and Shago grab Kim and Draken and escape from the spaceship. Warmongga and Warhawk pursue them, and the fight continues in mid-air as they re-enter Earth's atmosphere. After landing, Kim and Ron are left to fight alone. Just as it seems they are about to lose, Draken and Shago return with Draken's plant serum, and the mutant plants destroy the tripods.
Lorwardian technology destroyed by flowers.
However, the plants prove ineffective against Warmongga and Warhawk. Warhawk captures Kim, and at that moment, Sensei appears to Ron, telling him to use his mystical monkey powers. Ron glows with blue energy, and using his mystical powers, hurls Warmongga and Warhawk into space. They collide with their ship and are destroyed. After the battle, Draken arrives and asks what happened. Shago, expressing her disbelief, responds, "You should have been here, Doctor." The graduation ceremony finally takes place. Kim receives her diploma from Mr. Barkin and hugs him, thanking him. Barkin comments that the school will be boring without her. Kim tries to reassure him by reminding him that her twin brothers, Jim and Tim, are still at the school. However, the twins complicate matters by disintegrating Barkin's car with a device. Bonnie steps up to receive her diploma, but Barkin announces that she missed classes during the last week and skipped an exam, so she will have to attend summer school. Furious, Bonnie throws her cap and calls the situation unfair, but her boyfriend Junior supports her. Ron, wearing a spacesuit, takes the stage and surprises Barkin by staying true to his quirky self as he accepts his diploma. In the finale, Draken receives a medal for saving the world and officially turns to the good side. He is seen embracing Shigo romantically. Kim and Ron attend a beach party. While Bonnie prepares for summer school, Kim and Ron's friends play volleyball. Kim spikes the ball, hitting Bonnie on the head, but Junior comforts her. Kim and Ron then jump into their car, which takes off into the sky. Kim reassures Ron that graduation is not the end of the world, kisses him, and the two soar into the night sky as the episode ends. And so, we have recapped the legendary 4-season journey of Kim Possible from start to finish. Throughout this adventure, we didn't just follow the story of a teenage girl saving the world. We were reminded of the importance of friendship, family bonds, and self-confidence. Kim Possible showed us that anything is possible, and that no matter how big the obstacles, they can be overcome with determination. Until the next video, where we'll explore another unforgettable adventure together. Until then, never lose your heroic spirit, and don't forget to take small steps to save the world. Goodbye and keep watching Budo Cartoon.